let's do some traveling with our good pal, small A, Angela Aiello. Okay, so we're going way up, high.
2 Mile High Club on the mountainside with grapes.
Okay.
Yeah. You're like, what does that mean?
No, I'm just trying to think of like where could this be?
The highest vineyards in the world.
Like I was thinking,
Where would
like
you think they would be?
I don't know. I would say like Austria or something
Yeah.
like that because they have high altitude stuff.
Yeah,
right?
I think there's a lot of high altitude stuff coming to be now that climate change is happening. But you know, the leaders in high altitude wines are Argentina.
Really?
And this wine was
Does that surprise you when you found that out?
100%, sure.
Have you been to Argentina?
I have. It's been a while, but I have been there. And this is from a little place called Salta. And the winery is Colomé, which is actually one of the highest, if not the highest altitude wine in the world.
Oh, nice.
And the vineyards are on these beautiful mountainsides, hand-picked, sustainable. I mean, this winery is as great as it gets when it comes to wine, to be completely honest with you. Sustainable, they've got hand-picked, low-intervention winemaking. I mean, it's just incredible. Look at this place. It's a semi-desert microclimate.
What does the high altitude do for the grapes?
Good question. So what does it do for a person when you go to Colorado?
Well, it affects you.
Yeah, it does affect you. It affects the grapes, actually. In essence, there's higher UV, so the grape skins actually adapt. They get thicker, and it actually gives you a more higher concentration when it comes to the wines, which is really quite cool.
Higher concentration went to alcohol?
For flavor, for concentration. Okay. Yeah, alcohol, which is sugar, so all of those things. It's a longer growing season as well. This Colomé Estate started in 1831, and these wines are both released in LCBO vintages. The Torrontés here is $14.95. The Malbec is $24.95.
So you poured me the Malbec?
The Torrontés.
Oh, it's Torrontés. Oh, sorry, yeah.
These
are the same. So this is Torrontés.
Yeah, just Torrontés and Malbec. A white and a red today.
Right.
And
Torrontés. Torrontés?
Torrontés.
Torrontés.
Yes. I mean, if you're from Toronto, it's an easy word to remember. Torrontés. Very unique grape. It's indigenous to Argentina. It is their flagship white. And I always say, if Sauvignon Blanc...
Kind of doing a segment here, there, coffee machine.
If Sauvignon Blanc, Riesling, and Pinot Grigio had a love child, this would be the grape. So this is a wonderful grape, super rare. Highly recommend running in and grabbing a few bottles. $14.95. I mean, it's genius price.
Well, because that's what we're always looking for. We're looking for good value. In maybe something we don't know.
And grown on a mountaintop. These are at like 2 Mile High vineyards, both of these.
You might not go into that section because you don't know anything in there either, right?
Yeah, and sometimes going into a section you don't know what to buy for, go into the vintage section, look for Colomé for sure.
Malbec.
Okay, so we have a really nice Malbec here. The Torrontés is done in a pure style, so you will notice lots of fresh fruit, lots of acidity. The Malbec here is done in older oak, but just check out that color. I mean, if you're a Malbec fan, this is a Malbec-alicious wine, something you have to try. Beautiful legs. A gorgeous nose, lots of blackberry and bramble and
What's bramble?
Bramble is like if you put all of the fruits together and kind of crushed them together. That's kind of what bramble means.
See, like all the times we do these segments together, I'm always learning something there, Ange. Well done.
But it smells so deep and delicious. I think people think of Malbec as a bit of a simple wine, but it can be very complex and wonderful. This is a wine, if you love Merlot and Cabernet Sauvignon, venture into the Colomé side for a really wonderful Malbec. $24.95.
That's 24, okay, so a little bit more. Pairing with this.
Oh my gosh, I mean, I'd really want you to try these wines on their own because they're so... the purity of them, the expression of them, I want you to try them on your own before you decide to pair with them.
Okay, so look, leave that glass right there for a second. Yeah. So you see those legs. What are those legs? Is that the alcohol coming down the glass there?
Yes, that's the alcohol and the sugar, and it's indicative of basically a nice full-bodied wine because of how fast they're flowing there. Give them a little bit more. So we want to see that? You definitely want to see that with a nice red wine. And it's not over oaked, this is just an accent. You know, it's like adding a nice piece of jewelry to your outfit. This oak is just kind of added in as an accent to the Malbec. Really wonderful wines, and pure expression of fruit. These wines are really all you can ask for in a really fantastic bottle of wine.
Are these grapes real?
They're not wine grapes, but they are grapes.
These aren't the actual grapes.
These aren't the actual grapes,
but they are delicious grapes.
They are delicious grapes.
Just like they grow.
Yes.
Where do they grow these grapes again in Argentina? What's it called?
In Salta.
Salta.
Yeah.
Angela, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.